Alright everybody, we are making Kunekune Chorizo Rice topped with smoked sausage, shrimp, spicy cream. So here we go. Into the pan, you saw the green peppers and colorful peppers there and onion. So I only used half of each of those. I'm just going to put them in with about a tablespoon of butter and just get them barely cooked a little bit. I still want them to be nice and crisp. Add a little bit of salt and pepper to them as well. Alright, while that's going, we'll get out our smoked sausage, and this is store-bought smoked sausage. We do not have any Kunekune smoked sausage yet, but we soon will. And I just try and cut that on a bias the best my knife skills allow me to, about a 1/4 inch thick. Back to my peppers, they're looking pretty good. Peppers went on for about 2 minutes, and then I took them off. Alright, now Kunekune Chorizo. Kelly and I made this in December with the pig that we harvested in December. And this is a 7-ounce pack. We packaged it in 8-ounce packs, but this must have been the one that was left over at the end, and it was just 7 ounces. In case you're wondering, we used Rio Spice Blend to make this chorizo with. And I'll just bust it up and break it up and get it going good in the pan. I did not drain this. I want all this flavor into the rice. This is all the fat that's rendering out of this, and the juices is what's going to actually flavor the rice. Alright, I'm going to add about 3 cups of rice, and I just used a bag of minute rice because that's all we had on hand. And you can use whatever rice you like. I actually wanted to use brown rice in this, but we didn't have any. So I'll just get this good mixed up, and you'll see it's going to absorb all the goodness out of this Kunekune Chorizo. And nothing else added to this. That was plenty of flavor for this rice. So I get that good mixed up, and my goal was to see no white in the rice at all. And then the peppers go back in it. I'll fold the peppers into the rice mixture and just set it aside till it's time to eat. Alright, on to the sauce. I just set the rice aside, and I'm just going to brown this sausage just a little bit. I'm not going to go overly crazy with it. I want to make sure I definitely do not burn it up. I got the heat on about medium-low, and I'm just going to brown it up just for a few minutes. Alright, I don't know why I didn't edit that out, but here's what the sausage looked like in the end. I'm just going to set it to the side. Now in the pan, I'm going to deglaze it with 3 tablespoons of butter. Just put my whisk in there and clean up the bottom of this pan as good as I can and get this all incorporated into this butter. Add about 3 cloves of garlic. And normally I would use fresh chopped garlic or fresh minced garlic, but I didn't have any, so I just used garlic out of jar that was pre-minced, and that'll work just fine. And just mix that in the butter just for about a minute. I don't want to burn up this garlic, I just want it to start to become fragrant. Alright, this is smelling just like I want it to, so now I'm going to go with 3 tablespoons of flour. And then I'll take my whisk in there and just get it nice and incorporated. Next is 1 cup of chicken stock, and again get the whisk in there and just get this all incorporated and mixed up well. So it'll take it about a minute or two, and this will start to thicken up and get nice and incorporated. And you can kind of see the change of color and change of texture there. My arm wasn't in the way. There's a better look at it. And then this is 2 cups of heavy cream. Now I'll put this heavy cream in here and I'll just whisk it and get it all mixed up and let it simmer on low for about 8 to 9 minutes. Alright, get this good mix, and we'll add some spices to it. This pepper is hot Calabrian pepper. Normally I would use crushed red pepper, but we didn't have any, and I really like the Calabrian pepper. We keep it around all the time to use in some charcuterie stuff we do, capicolas and stuff like that. And it's kind of sweet and kind of heat. It's a really nice flavor. I really like it a lot. So that was a 1/4 teaspoon of that. Also a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne and pepper, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then I'll just mix this all in here and let it cook down until it thickens up some, which took about 9 minutes or so. The whole cook time on this sauce was probably in the 10-minute range from start to end. Alright, so fast forward a little bit, and the very last thing I'm going to do, you can already see the sauce is nice and thickened up a little bit. So I add a 1/2 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese, and I just use the shredded that comes in a jar like you use on your spaghetti or pizza or something like that. And this will do a couple things. It'll add another flavor element to it, and it helps thicken it up some more. So after I get that mixed in, it went up for about another minute or so. Still about 10 to 12 minutes probably total is what we spent on this sauce. And looking for it to coat the bottom of the spoon when you're done with it. So I'm getting really happy with how this is looking, and that's going to be about the end of this. You can see that beautiful texture and beautiful color. And then the last thing we will do to this is smoked sausage goes back in. And I added about 1 pound of large shrimp. Now I used already cooked shrimp, so I just put this in at the very tail end because I just want to warm it up. I don't want to cook it. If you're using raw shrimp, you probably want to go about 2 minutes to the end of your sauce when you put that in. Alright, it's time to put this on a plate. So I bring in my rice, and I tried to make my rice nice and pretty, but I'm no chef. I'm just an at-home cook, and you'll see my rice kind of tumble over on the corner right here, but that's okay, because we're going to eat it. And there's what the final product looked like, topped with a little bit of fresh chopped cilantro, which really gives it that extra push over the top. This was an amazing dish with lots of different flavors in it. The Kunekune Chorizo, and the smoked sausage, and the shrimp, and the sauce. Man, this was so good. Looking forward to when we make some of our own smoked sausage, and we'll make this dish again with some smoked Kunekune sausage. Alright, it's time for me to go eat. Thanks a lot for watching. If you make this, drop us a comment down below and let us know how you liked it. And don't forget, check out Hematite Homestead on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And we'll see you next time.